how to apply for an ESTA visa to the US. First, navigate to the esta.cbp.dhs.gov website. Once you're here, click on Create New Application and click on Individual Application. Next, you will see this security notification. Click on Confirm and Continue. Here, you need to click on Yes, I have read and understood, and once again, Yes, I have read and understand the information and agree to the terms. Then, click on Next. On the next page is going to first ask you to upload a scan of your passport. So what I did was I scanned my passport in the Notes app and then simply uploaded that image onto the website. And it worked perfectly fine. Matter of fact, it auto-fills your details into this form right here. So make sure that all the information here is correct. Choose your city of birth, your country of birth. Next, indicate whether you are a citizen of any other country. Have you ever been a citizen or national of any other country? And then write your email, confirm your email, and click on Next. Now it's going to ask you to confirm your family name. So make sure that is correct and click on Confirm and Continue. Then it's going to ask you to confirm your first name, confirm and continue. Then it's going to ask you to confirm your passport number. Then it's going to ask you to verify your date of birth. Now they're saying they will send me a 4-digit code to my email. So if the email address here is correct, simply click on Send Code. If your email address is not correct, click on Change Email Address. In my case, I'm going to click on Send Code. Paste in the code and click on Submit Code. On the next page is going to ask you to fill out your personal information. First question is, are you known by any other names or aliases? No. Have you ever been issued a passport or national identity card for travel by any other country? Next is going to ask you to fill out your contact information. Next, you can choose to fill out your social media details, but this is optional, so you don't have to do this. Then it's going to ask you whether you are a member of the GE, Nexus, Sentry programs. I didn't know what it is. I asked ChatGPT and it doesn't seem that I'm a member, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on No. Next is going to ask you for the names of your parents, so fill out the details right here. I asked ChatGPT how to answer this question about employment, and if I said, if I'm an entrepreneur, what do I say? To which he said that you should still answer yes to the question, as running your own business qualifies as employment. So we're going to click on yes. I'm going to put self-employed into employer name, and then fill out my details. Once you fill out these details, click on Next. On the next page is asking us for travel information. So the first question is your travel to the US occurring in transit to another country? No. I asked ChatGPT, what do I fill out for the US point of contact information? And she said that friend or family in the US, hotel or accommodation, business contact, or unknown if you truly have no US contact. So I think I'm gonna go with the hotel accommodation. Now, sometimes it's gonna say that address is invalid or phone number is invalid, but you can check this box right here to certify that this address is indeed correct. It's also asking here, is your address while in the US the same as the US point of contact address listed above? To which I said yes, and it autofilled this information. And lastly, it's asking for the emergency contact information in or out of the US. So fill out the emergency contact information. And once you're done, click on Next. Next, you need to answer eligibility questions. And then it's listing out these diseases right here. So I'm gonna click on No because none of this applies to me. Next, have you ever been arrested or convicted for a crime that resulted in serious damage to property or serious harm to another person or government authority? No. Have you ever violated any law related to possessing, using, or distributing illegal drugs? No. Do you seek to engage in or have you ever engaged in terrorist activities, espionage, sabotage, or genocide? No. Number 5. Have you ever committed fraud or misrepresented yourself or others to obtain or assist others to obtain a visa or entry into the United States? No. Are you currently seeking employment in the United States or were you previously employed in the US without prior permission from the US government? No. Number 7, have you ever been denied a US visa you applied for with your current or previous passport, or have you ever been refused admission to the United States or withdrawn your application for admission at a US port of entry? No. Have you ever stayed in the United States longer than the admission period granted to you by the US government? No. Have you ever traveled to or been present in Cuba, Iran, Iraq, Libya, North Korea, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, or Yemen on or after March 1, 2011? No. Next, for the certifications, click on the first one. And this one is for third party. So if someone is doing this on your behalf, then they would need to click this. But since I'm doing it for myself, I'm just going to click on the first one, and then I'm going to click on next to proceed. First, review your applicant information. Once everything looks good, click on confirm and continue. Next, review your personal information. And once everything looks good, click on confirm and continue. Lastly, confirm your travel information and then click on confirm and continue. Once you've confirmed all four, click on next. And the last step is to pay a $21 fee. Click on this checkbox next to the disclaimer and click on pay now. My payment is being processed, and voila, we have submitted our payment, and this is our application number. And this is how you apply for an ESTA visa to the US. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe.